Alexis Kiara Melania Productions here, just giving you a brief reaction to the Age of Imprisonment gameplay trailer that was just released by Nintendo. Um, my initial thoughts first, I think it looks like a really cool and very interesting game, and I'll definitely, be doing my best to try and get it at some point or another. I don't know when I'll get the money to, but it definitely looks like an amazing title, even though it's, I think it's considered at least semi canon, if not completely canon, to the events of Tears of the Kingdom, which means it's specifically for that um, title. But moving along to point number two, the expectations for the lore of this game. Um, my guess is it's, I think, based on things I heard in the saw and heard in the trailer itself. It is self-contained within Tears of the Kingdom, kind of like the rest of the game itself. Although that's kind of confusing, but it is what it is. It's Zelda lore. What what do we want? Um, and I expect that the the uh, the little construct thing we saw at the end will actually have some sort of link to Fi, since we did hear Fi's theme playing in the background. But who knows for sure what implications will be on the timeline, and I'll delve more into that later. But let's move on to the next point, which is my reactions to the dual character linked attacks that I keep hearing talked about online so much. It seems like it would be an interesting mechanic where you have two characters, take Raro and Zelda, the biggest example. Um, it looks like they would use like some sort of light beam, kind of like the Force almost in Star Wars, but those look like they will be really, like they will really play up to the character's strengths. And as we know, Zelda and Rauru both have light as their method of attack, and it's light spears. So yeah, and since Rauru and Sonia are you know together, and based on their fault, the fact that they were both held onto the spear for an attack, my guess would be because they are so drawn to each other, it enhances their defenses and their attack or something when they use a linked attack. But that's just a guess. So we're going to move on to the next thing, which is the ending and the potential implications on the existing Zelda lore. Um, I'm not going to go into this too much, mostly because I have not played any of the game myself, nor have I. The only thing I've seen is the same thing that you guys have, which is the partner direct that was hosted by Nintendo. So, existing Zelda lore, yeah, I don't exactly. I mean, there's there's a link to Fi and Skyward Sword in there for sure, because we did hear Fi's theme playing a little bit in the background, and then we saw that construct coming together. So it kind of makes me wonder if they'll have Fi and completely possess that construct and possibly be a warrior of her own, which would be very nice because a lot of female characters are coming into the rise and getting the recognition that, in my opinion, they should have had for a very long time. But that's all I'm going to say about the existing lore for now, since we don't know much. So, buy or no? Yes, I think I will eventually buy this whenever I can afford to get a Switch. I've been saving up, so hopefully that will eventually accumulate to what I need it to accumulate to, and I'll be able to buy the game outright. But we'll see. Um, let's see. Moving along, Oh yes, my last point. Do I want to use the multiplayer mode to play with my family? Um, I'll definitely look into that. Um, there's some struggles going on with my family right now that I don't want to go into too much detail because it's not my place at all to talk about that too much because not my children, not my thing. But anyway, um, I will certainly do it with the family members that are of the appropriate age. And just looking at the trailer, I saw at the beginning that is rated teen, which is 13 plus. So only certain family members will be able to play this game with me, which is okay because, quite frankly, um, only certain family members will be of the right age to play this game. So I'm glad that they emphasized from the beginning, hey, this is a teen-rated game, so if you have family members who are below 13 years old, do not play this game with them. Let them play something a little less violent, a little less, whatever. But that's my opinion on the whole thing, and I hope you guys have a great day and a wonderful rest of your evening and week. Thank you. Bye bye.